my dreams keep flying away. And somewhere far beyond, keep chasing them and I never rest for a day. There's something I don't do. I feel the wind blowing my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. It's been a while since I ran into you on a street. I wonder if you moved. Hope everything is going amazing for you, and you're not feeling blue. I feel the rain pour down my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. I slip to the door, bind it to the blue. I slip to the door, bind it to the blue. I slip to the door, bind it to the blue. I slip to the door. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast boy. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind.
Well, hello, everybody. Did we survive? I think we survived. Greetings to everyone. Come on in. Come on in. Chopper, if you would be so kind to let me know what the volume is sounding like with the microphone. We were having some issues, so if you would be so kind to let me know in the chat. Let's see who has made it over on this part of the YouTube streets. Holy cow, what's been going on? You leave for a day and all hell breaks loose, right? All hell breaks loose. We got Bullhorn over there with the judge throwing the hammer down. He said, Bullhorn Betty, if you don't take that press pass and go back to fluoride IA and get some pumps and pump that water up out your raggedy ass crib and keep your mouth shut about the proud foots. Okay? He said, not today, honey. We ain't going to let you continue your effery in Tennessee, honey. No. Chopper's in the house. Tracy Thompson, good to see you, honey. GB Book. Which the judge made, right? Could we say, Mr. Judge, which the judge was like, we ain't playing with you. So everyone give a round of applause to the judge. Mr. Judge, I don't know you, sir, but if I ever run across you, I'm going to buy you a cup of coffee and a cupcake. Yes. Wolf Spirit, good to see you. Brenda K, hey, baby. Mama Bear, hey, sweetie. So far, it sounds good. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Chopper, for that mic check. The judge handed BHB her ass yesterday, and I'm here for it. Baby, I had to watch that. I said, oh, yes, honey. Okay, now what am I going to do if old Bullhorn Betty just disappears? What the hell am I about to do over here? Betty. Betty. I feel like all I do is go to the doctor. Yes, Mama Bear had to go to the doctor again, but she's okay. It's nothing serious. But anyways, I had to go on and watch that yesterday. I really had to go watch the news clips from it. Um, and what was up with Seth's hair? He went from cowboy to now Indian. Okay, are we playing cowboys and Indians? I mean, I had to say something about that because I was like, okay. Will you do the same as the rest of us? And that's right. You got to breathe in and breathe out with a sigh of relief because I said, oh, my heavens to Jesus. I was holding my breath. Lady K in chat. Hi, Kelly Bird. Mama Bear heading out to my post-op appointment. All good today. Okay, if you can't stick in the chat, Mama Bear, don't trip, baby. We got this over here. We got this over here. And good luck to you, hon. So we have Seth in braids. We have Bullhorn Betty showing up in the shirt that her mod made her, and the judge didn't appreciate her attire. He said, that's not pleasing to the eyes, Betty. I've said, Betty, if you don't get you some act right about yourself, yes, the judge said she had a personal vendetta against the Proudfoots. I mean, everyone can see it. That's the thing. She calls us hyenas. They call us, vile people. We're hater channels. Now, you're going to sit there and call that Tennessee judge a hater? He is looking at the evidence that has been provided to him. Okay? And all of a sudden, he says, no, I don't appreciate you from head to toe what you got on. You come into my court. Here's what I would have said if I was a judge. Ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you to go during your lunch recess. You're going to have to change your clothes, and you walk in here and you respect my courtroom having some kind of shit like that on there in front of the parents of a missing boy. How dare you? Okay? Now, what we've been seeing, the judge finally seen yesterday. Quit being a big battling buffoon. Cheese and crackers. I about died when I saw that. Yeah, y'all, hey, good, okay. Yeah, me too. I said I got to wait for the damn news reporters to come out and say what they're going to say. We got to hear all of it. Then you'll have to write a song about Timo, right? I mean, Seth, right? Timo Coolio. I said, Lord, to the Jesus up in heaven, help us all. Yesterday, I could not do a live about it. The hurricane completely whooped our butts. I can't front. Okay, it was from tornado sirens. Literally a mile from my house was one. Well, not just one, several, and it continued on. The wind was something that I've never really experienced before. I was praying most of the night that I wasn't scared for my life. I think because I was too worried about my place being into shreds and waking up with no roof on my head and being like, what the heck's going on? So we kind of napped in and out. Did you need something? We kind of napped in and out, but with one eye open. Uh, and then it finally calmed down around 4:30 here. Anyways, it calmed down around 4:35 in the morning, and we then got to go outside to see if we had any damage. Our roof did not come off. We have minimal damage, which thank you, Jesus, for that. Golf cart's okay. Vehicle's okay. Our bodies are okay. The dogs are okay. And so yesterday we had to take the day to, evaluate the situation and finally get some sleep. It felt like we'd been out partying at raves for like a week. Like we were out at raves, over at Eborn City up in Tampa. We were just partying our asses off for a week. That's not the case. So we were very tired. I'm still kind of tired today, but we did make it through. Shoo. But it is what it is. Um, Late morning. Lady J, good to see you, honey. BS News might be returning soon. Oh, okay, cool. That's good. So we're gonna watch the news clip of Betty, and then we're gonna review her stream last night. I mean, come on, how can we not? How can we not? All right, we've got to review that shit. So when I was over in Jones's chat, was any of you guys over in Jones's chat today? Listen to what they were talking about. I got some questions. But I'm not the moral authority out here. I'm nobody. See, I'm a small little channel. I haven't been in these streets for 5, 6 years like some of these folks have. If you grown ass motherfuckers don't keep some kid's name out your little raggedy ass hoe ass mouth, your mama gonna come over there and spank all y'all's asses. Okay? Clip that shit. Quit talking about folks' kids, you little petty bitches. Okay? If you ain't got nothing else to pick on, you want to go for the kids. Are you effing serious right now? Keep the kids out. I don't give a damn if they're grown, middle aged, damn old lady kids. Leave the kids out of y'all's mouth. You over here, I'm going to get on a rant for a second. Everybody's over here collecting that damn money, talking about missing kids. And then they want to, and so I'm an advocate for missing kids, boy. We're going to go out here, we're going to find the missing kids while I dog on somebody else's kids. Now, y'all people are so damn old. Okay, y'all are old enough to know that that shit ain't right. So if you're over there on any channel supporting someone talking about somebody's kids, we got some issues up in this bitch. Okay, we got some issues up here. So I'm going to put this out here right now. If you come into my chat talking about anybody's kids, okay, you got to stay, you're going to be right the fuck out. Get out of here. Okay, because then I'm going to talk to you about you like a dirty ass dog on your exit. Okay, do not allow any kid talking in my damn chat. Okay, I don't stand for that shit. So I was over there and I had to go because one, I had to eat me some lunch, and two, I was just kind of fed up. Not with jonesing, with some shit. I'm just gonna put it like that because really, it's none of my damn. See, I know when it's my business and it ain't my business, and it ain't my business. All right, but I'm like, if you grown ass bitches don't shut your mouth, okay, about other people's children. Leave the children alone. Okay, talking about I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate. We're gonna fight for the rights of children as I bash somebody else's children. What? Oh, okay. That makes perfect sense. And where did you get your goddamn smarts out of a Cracker Jack box or what? We talking about nobody's kids up in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the old bullhorn. I thought I had a little I do have it somewhere. Oh, Bullhorn Betty clips. There it is. I got myself worked up there. I got to settle down. I got to maybe take me a blood pressure medication, and everyone will say that I'm nodding out or some shit on YouTube when they don't know the damn facts. Okay? Relax, everybody. All right. So we got to go over here and find old Bullhorn Bets. And the news clips, what we're going to share here. Got to get down here because I have so many clips of Betty, it's ridiculous. All right. Play the first one. Let me put it on pause here. A YouTuber. All right. Oop. All right, here we go.
We're tracking a teen's disappearance is now barred from discussing the case.
They said she done barred. Barred. You can't do it. Not welcome.
It all started when 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared on February 26th. A month later, true crime social media influencer Bullhorn Betty began posting.
Bullhorn Betty, look at that face they done put up on you on the damn news. Look at there. Look at there. Bullhorn Betty, they didn't even get it. They didn't even use the pretty little face you had made up when you did the interview, when you was having a special guest and you got, you hired a professional makeup artist to come and make you look like clutch them pearls. They didn't even use that picture, girl. Girl, I think the news is a hater channel too.
Videos about the case. In July, Sebastian's mother filed an order of protection against Betty. The following month, Betty, whose real name is Andrea Griffin.
Look at that one. I think that's the old mug shot right there, y'all. They said we're going to pull the mug shot. We're going to pull all of this. I think this channel, Bullhorn Betty, you might want to go on and file charges against these folks here. News Channel 2, the ones with the credits, with the credentials of the press pass that says press pass. That one that you don't have, you better go on and get him, girl.
Was arrested for violating that order. All of that brings us to today.
News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry was in the courtroom.
Tensions ran high in the courtroom after the judge ruled in favor of the fourth order of protection.
Not the first, not the second. Nope, not the third. Number 4. Woo, baby.
Against YouTuber Andrew Griffin. This decision comes a month after Griffin was last in court for 3 different
Damn it, Betty.
order of protections filed against her. In court today, the defense attorney representing Griffin argued largely for her First Amendment rights.
Her hair looking real gray. Must be the lighting. Damn it, Bets. They have no filters. None.
Griffin said
You don't need to be doing a girl like that, Betty.
multiple times on the stand that she never directly contacted Christopher, nor
That's a big fat ass lie. Big fat ass lie. We all seen the clip, and I got the clip of you calling Mr. Proudfoot on his Facebook through Messenger and leaving him a nice little message. Do you remember that? So, you know, the judge, if God was up in that room yesterday, he would have done struck your ass with lightning.
had ever met him. She did, however, state that she would visit his neighborhood to allegedly get a better understanding of the layout and put up flyers of the missing teen. And at one point, she also
Then I heard the judge said, well, let me ask you a question. If you didn't get out of your car at their house, then how did the flyers get on the poles? Did they just magically fly and stick on there? I'm like, yes, Mr. Judge. Of course, you know, she has magic power. She's Bullhorn Betty.
also admitted to going to Christopher's place of work. Christopher also sat on the stand and claimed he felt threatened by Griffin. After a 9-minute video showing statements and a repeated pattern of action
You up in there. You got C&C up there, sitting down there. Never mind, I'm going to pass that by that one.
by Griffin from her YouTube channel, the judge said she was harassing Christopher and granted the order of protection. The judge cited the creation of a t-shirt with Christopher's face on it and the posting of flyers with the
Which was disgusting as shit. Like, seriously, you're going to post a picture. You're going to make a t-shirt like that, slap it on a t-shirt and wear it around. What is wrong with you? Something is, you know, guys, you know this is all for views, right? You know that's all for views for her. It's not anything sincere about it. It's like the more crazy she gets, the more subscribers she gets, and the more Cash Apps, Super Chats, members she gets, because people love to see a train wreck. When you're about to see a train wreck, you do not close your eyes. That's why they got the gapers. What do they call that up in Chicago? The gapers. What do they call it, hubby? It's like a gapers. When people are slow in traffic, the gapers gap. Okay, everyone go slow down and take a look at that train wreck, honey. Okay, and they want part of it.
the alleged intention of gaining attention from Christopher as the reasoning.
States that she is an investigative journalist and that she reports on news and commentary. Somewhere along the line, this turned not into a pursuit to find Sebastian Rogers. It turned into a personal vendetta.
Oh, he did. He did say, oh, Betty. Betty. Now, see, look at that judge. He is not happy, honey. Betty, you done pissed him off, honey. You done pissed him right the hell off. Now, next time you go in front of this judge, you better wear a suit. You better have your hair fixed, and you better stop the shenanigans, because I have a feeling that you just might go to the old clinker if you don't. Now, that's just my observation, you know, but hey.
You know, it's interesting that you came to Sumner County to help assist in finding Sebastian Rogers, but there's been really very little testimony by you of what you've done other than harass Mr. Proudfoot. And
Oh, the judge is seeing everything that we're seeing. He is on the same page with us. That means he must be a hate channel. He must be a hate court. He must be a hater. Betty, because we're normal thinking minded people. Okay? And Mr. Judge, round of applause for Mr. Judge. Thank you for stating that on the damn news channel. Okay? Thanks for the news channel for clipping that. Congratulations.
Mr. and Miss Bowersox.
Griffin is due back in court on November 20th for 6 counts of violating a protection.
Yeah. 6 counts. 6 counts of a violation of an order of protection. We're not talking speeding tickets, friends. We're not talking about littering, friends. We're talking about 6 violations of an order of protection. And I'm pretty sure that she is going to feel some ramifications from her violating the orders of protection. That's my opinion. I'm not the judge, though. We got to stay tuned and find out.
Order. In Gallatin, Caitlin Quisenberry, News.
Gallatin said, not today, Bull. Not today, Bullhorn. So I've been out of the chat. I'm sorry. What's even crazier is her stance comment on this news stream, putting her and Sebastian in the same category of victims. Get out of here. She did not. What? I don't put nothing past her, okay? I don't put nothing past Bets, okay? Because last night's stream was ridiculous. We're getting ready to have Reverend Betty up here, okay? Oh, her fans. We're getting ready to have Miss Reverend Betty come and preach to us today. So everyone, if you need to get your Bible out, get it out. Light you a candle. Do whatever you do when you are about to hear from a prophet. Okay, because here she comes. Oh my God. Whenever I seen this, I was like, Last night was absolutely ridiculous. In my opinion, okay, I said, oh Lord, have mercy. No, she did not. No, she did not. So let's go on over here to the old bitch horn. Okay. Yeah, right now I'm finding the word bitch my favorite vocabulary right now, because that's all I've been hearing on these YouTube streets is a lot of bitching and complaining. Okay, whenever you know what else I seen while I was going through a hurricane. Now some folks ain't gonna like this, but I'm gonna say it. I seen some streamers, some YouTubers, some content creators with a lot of subscribers, like more than 10,000. They had put in their title, Milton Hurricane makes landfall. Milton, the hurricane's here, blah, 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 this and that. And then they really didn't give any information about the hurricane, except laugh about other people that were in the hurricane and make fun of other people that were in the hurricane. And let me tell you something, that was life-changing moments for people in the state of Florida, just like in Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, when they went through Helene. People were losing their effing lives. I know of 25, I don't know them personally, I know of a community that in a blink of an eye lost 25 people from spin-off of tornadoes. They're dead. They're dead. Okay? Their families no longer have that person in their life. And they're making fun of what's going on in the state of Florida as their subscribers are with a steady flow of super chats, memberships, and that was very disappointing to me. And I am the motherfucking moral authority on this channel. If that comes across my screen, I'm going to say something about it. This is my channel, and no one pays for my StreamYard. No one pays for my internet service. So I was very disappointed. And what they could have done, and I've yet to see it be done on any of these large channels, folks, that there is Red Cross, there are people that are collecting donations. These channels with 10,000 or more subscribers, they can have a fundraiser, and all that money goes to whatever group they choose, okay? I haven't seen one, not for Helene, not for Milton, nothing going on in the community. And I'm assuming that some of the subscribers that they have been affected or know someone that's been affected by these 2 storms that have come over the last week or so. So that's very disappointing. If I had 10,000 or more, I would run a fundraiser of a charity that I would find on there and donate to that. Okay? But unfortunately, it's all about money in their pocket. And that's what I'm seeing. And I'm getting very kind of depressed about it, I must say. So anyway, let's continue. I had to back off of YouTube because I was I was scared for my life. Not really my life, but my stuff in my home and my home standing still. And why someone else is laughing about it. It just was really it was vile to me. I'm like, man, oh man. Mm-mm-mm. But anyways, I'm bringing a voodoo doll on. Seth and Betty is his voice, and the prophets are cowards. Seth said Betty is his voice, and the proud. Yeah, I seen that one too. So let me go ahead and share this. I was not looking at the chat, guys, so I don't mean to ignore anyone. Um, I might not be the best person today to stream, but I'm gonna just give it to you the way I'm feeling today, just like everybody else. But what I'm not gonna do is talk about somebody's kids. I'm gonna talk about what I seen on YouTube the last couple days and my interpretation of it, and that's all that I do. Okay, and if people want to, say, "Oh, who do you think you are?" with the more, call me what you want, because at the end of the day, I don't give a shit. Okay, I don't care. I really don't care.
Guys, it's nice to see you. I know everybody. I will say that the corruption in Sumner County is a lot bigger than I had originally anticipated.
It is.
All I want my audience to know at this moment is that we do have a plan. I don't want anybody worrying about me. We will be leaning on our audience here in just a little bit, and I'll let you guys know when that time comes. Hey, Ricky, it's nice.
Well, it looks like she's utilizing all the hotel has to provide. It looks like she has taken a bath on several different occasions when she shows up to these hotels. I'm very proud of Betty. Betty, thank you for bathing. Thank you for bathing. That's so nice of you. Okay, I'm going to put a banner over here because I just don't want any freaking problems. So you get this chick over you. Okay? Okay.
Nice to see you, my love. Nice to see you. I know everybody's been praying. I will tell you, as soon as we walked into the courtroom, we knew we weren't going to get a fair shake. Literally popped right out of the mouth of babes. So we kind of anticipated this not being very good. I'm an outsider. This is Tennessee. We know how Tennessee rolls. We know that there's corruption in these small towns. We know that the politicians and the people with big pockets are the ones that pull the weight in there. And we know we have a construction company.
I'm sorry. Whenever she started on this, I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, do you really think that the judge is going to do that in a case that has this much attention? You are some kind of special. I'm going to say it like that.
That works there and develops property. And in Manatee County, developers have all the politicians in their pockets, the ones that want money. They are beholden to their voters, not people that are non-voters. So there is, in my opinion, a political aspect to all of this.
Betty, you think there's a political... You remind me so much of people with the Q in their little title. Okay, you think that there is a conspiracy against you for everything. It is wild to watch. It really is. Very, very, very intriguing.
This as well. But my strongest message is that they're not going to take away my voice. They're not going to silence.
They're not taking away your voice there, Skippy. What they're saying is the judge has ruled to keep your big pie hole pudding shut when it comes to these folks. Okay, and their tragic situation. They didn't say you couldn't speak. They said you have got to hush about these folks because you're violating them. See, you do not trump the world, Betty. Okay? You are very, very interesting, let me tell you.
Sebastian's army. They're not going to silence Seth Rogers, his father, that's been fighting for him, and they're not going to silence the team that has been sitting here and working and advocating for Sebastian for a very long time. This is a case that was won on emotional grounds, not legal ones, in my opinion. And
so you're going to sit here and tell me that that judge made a decision because he has also had a tragic situation happen in his life. there are sometimes judge that say, I understand this, that, and the other. I've went through a similar situation, anything. Okay, but that doesn't mean that his ruling isn't based on facts. Okay, just like your press pass is not a factual press, it's no facts behind that, no credentials behind it. It means absolutely nothing. It is worth the amount of money it costs for you to buy a sheet of copy paper. Okay, Dr. Gentral. Okay,
I believe that there is definitely corruption. We have found what we've been screaming for. Everybody always reaches out on every single case we cover and says, this town's corrupt, this town's corrupt. And we've never seen real corruption in the town. I mean, outside of, the typical political corruption of, the, county commissioners taking.
oh, Betty. Ah, jeez.
Raising taxpayers, having their friends, the silos of cash of ours that they keep, all this other stuff. We've dealt with that. We've uncovered that in the past. But this was totally improper, in my opinion. But
Betty, the way you speak about people is totally improper too. Okay, and that's why they said in the court, these people no longer exist to you. But I'd like to see the next 35, 40 days of what you're really going to do. Very, very interesting, I might say.
long story short, it doesn't really matter what my opinion is at this point. All that matters is that we have a plan. We're going to be executing that plan. And again, we may need the assistance of our audience. And you guys know that when it comes to
Everybody, get your wallets out. She's going to need the assistance from her audience. Get your wallets out. Make sure you just shower her with all kinds of money. Okay? So she can go up against parents of someone with a child missing, and they would rather her not speak vile on the situation. That's good. I think I would have used my money to do that. Not.
assistance, we have an uphill battle here. If we don't fight this, in my opinion, then anytime we go into a community and cover a case and we sit there and believe that somebody is responsible for a crime, we will not be able to say that. We will not be able to have our voice to say that our rights to have our own opinions, our government's trying to take away from us. So we're not going to stand for that. We can't. It doesn't matter whether people like my commentary or not. It's mine to have on my channel. It's the American way.
Until it starts violating other people's. Okay, that's the problem. That's the problem that you're missing there. Okay, you can't go around violating other people's rights. You're violating other people and what they have rights as well. Okay, Betty, you might need to get you some different reading glasses because you're not reading stuff correctly. All right, maybe that would help you. I'm not real sure.
And to be honest with you, I think that the ruling today was wrong.
Well, of course it was wrong because it didn't go your way. So as we have observed over the last couple years, if things don't go your way, you lay down in the middle of the floor, you kick your feet, and you cry like a little kid. Okay, that doesn't get his way. You throw a child tantrum. We see this all the time from you if you don't get your way. And then if you don't get your way, from my observation of you that you put on a public platform is that then there's got to be some conspiracy behind it. Everything that you say that is a conspiracy, you, in my opinion, what I've observed from your personality is that you are a victim of life. Just life. Life just victimized your ass. Come on, man.
Now, what do we do from there? Again, I can't speak on the case any further than what I'm saying to you guys now, but I need you to trust and believe that there is a bigger plan out
I wouldn't trust a damn thing that came out of your mouth. Nothing.
there. And we have a plan. And this is not going to be gone because a judge in a county says that a condition precedent like proper service doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? You can't go to B without A. Proper service is not something you play with, okay? You either have proper service or you do not. It is not one that they can say, oh, well, she knew about it.
Well, let me give you a little clue there, smarty pants. Then your attorney, before they went ahead and went to this court date, should have probably filed the proper paperwork to have that reviewed instead of going ahead and continue like everything was okay. Little past that A and B point now. Okay, you've already went through A, B, and now you're on C, getting ready to go to D. Like on November, when you go to that court date, because you've already violated past A, B, and C. Come on, you get what I'm saying, Betty? We're past that point now. Sweetie pie, pudding.
And we gave her 24 hours or 48 hours to get here for it. That's proper service. No, it's not. So we're going to go ahead and.
But it was fun to watch you run around the world hiding from them. It was really funny watching you hide from the damn person that needed to serve your ass. That was fun. I'm like, look at Betty, not hitting her problems, head on. She says she's a scrapper. She's a fighter. But you ran like a little bitch.
And work our butts off. We're going to find a way to continue to keep Sebastian's name alive, even though there is people out there that would love nothing more than this child's name never to be said, and would love nothing more than this child to be swept under a rug so they don't have to pay the consequences of their actions. And they lied under oath and utilized a court system improperly with the help of a law enforcement body and a judge. This didn't start with those people. This started with the hate channels. This was all conjured up by the hate channels. The hate channels are the ones that did this. Okay, let's make no mistake what they think they've done. It's not going to stop. As you can see, the beautiful shirt that was made for me. I was right
shot
on.
of your freaking underwear again, Bets. Would you quit showing your damn cooter? I mean, if you want fans only, go do it, because you keep doing this and ain't nobody want to see that thing. Okay, quit acting like, oh, I gotta skip past this because I don't want to get her stuck on there. Okay, yucky. Betty, you're too old to show your cooter. Quit showing your cooter, Betty. Betty, quit showing your coot. It's not a good look, honey. And there were some things in the chat. Yes, there were some good ideas in here. If anyone wants to donate, please contact any of the animal shelters. There's a lot of places people can donate right now to people that have been victimized by the hurricanes. Okay, please understand that people are going through real life shit right now. Okay, I'm just saying. Right, the hate channel didn't go into Tennessee, Bets. And Tarlin, she over there she's starting to go funny for Bullhorn Betty. Now that ought to be something to watch, because you know that them two gonna fight like two hens in a chicken coop. Those two old bitches are gonna fight like two hens in a chicken coop before this is done. Boy, they just setting up some good old clips and the good old stuff to talk about, right? I'm like, what the hell's really gonna be going on? Let me go back to there. It says Florida, an average was over 2K missing children. She doesn't have to only grift from the trending ones. Exactly. There's a lot of missing children in the state of Florida. And she can, if she really wants to be a child's advocate, there are plenty of opportunities in the state that she lives in. Theo is scarce. She is next, in my opinion. Very well could be. But I'm going to tell you what, these two old heifers are going to go at it like two hens stuck in a chicken coop together. You can't get too many hens up in there. They start fighting and carrying on. So it's going to be one hell of a show. Because that neither one, in my opinion now they could do right by each other. I don't know. But from my observation so far, I'm going to be around for this one.
If hashtags are what is needed to throw somebody in jail this day and age, every last person on this.
Okay, that's not what threw you in jail, you freaking crazy woman. Okay, what threw your asses in jail when the judge said quit hashtagging the kids and the parents and the situation. But instead, you get right off of your court date, get right out the courthouse, and you go make you alive and you hashtag everybody and their mama. Okay, everybody and their mama. Has anyone ever looked at all the hashtag Betty has on her description? She even tags like all kinds of shit. I'm like, what the hell does this even? And let me give her a little clue. YouTube says if you put too many hashtags in your videos, it gets confused. They don't know where to put you in the algorithm. So she's doing that and not doing herself any favors. So that's my tip for you today, Betty. One, put some damn pants on when you live stream so your cooter don't hang out. And two, quit hashtagging everybody and their damn mama, because it's not doing you any favors. We want all your messiness to get out here in the algorithm. So when a community sees you coming, they can prepare. Okay, they can prepare themselves.
Platform, the 945 people in this chat right now are in jeopardy of going to jail. That's what that judge.
So anybody that you have decided to sue because they have a freedom of speech, does that work for them too, Miss Bullhorn? Miss Bullhorn, you need to answer the questions. You have a lawsuit against someone right now because of the freedom of their speech. Okay? Freedom of their speech. So make that shit make sense.
Just said today. Okay? So you need to think long and hard, because your hashtags could have you arrested next. Your opinion about parents being responsible for the disappearance.
Well, I don't know if sane people are going to get up here and they're going to say in explicit ways, informing their audience what their opinion is about how Katie or any other mother, not just her, any mother, how they unalive their child, and you stated as fact. That's the problem. You stated this shit as facts. Like, this is what's shown. This is what the evidence has lead us to believe, that blah, 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 held a pillow over blah, 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 and he's no longer alive. See, that kind of stuff is freaking messy. Okay? And then you incite your subscribers to put their children or grandchildren in a pickle bag and send you the video so you can share it across your multimedia sites. It doesn't make sense. Okay? It doesn't make sense. Exactly. Her hashtags had nothing to do with her original arrest. She got on there after she was said not to talk about this in a certain way, and he gave her the way that she could not talk about it or social media about the Proudfoots. Okay, she was so amped to get up on a platform, she forgot about what she has already put in as her hashtags. So she uses a platform apparently that stores your description. I have to put my description in. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but she put the descriptions already fills in for her. So she wasn't smart enough to say, oh yeah, I am hashtagging certain things that could cause me some trouble. Let me go and edit that information. No, because she's not the smartest tool in the shed, and it landed her ass right in the slammer.
Or unaliving of their child. You speaking that out of your mouth could put you in jail.
I'm gonna just give my point of view. I think her doing this right here may be considered another violation. But see, I don't work for the judge. I have, this is just an opinion. I have no facts, but from my point of view, this could potentially be something that you need to worry about, Betty.
Here
this
in
little stream right here.
America, this is a very slippery slope. And this is a very slippery slope that county conjured up. That county, that so-called conservative county conjured up. So we are going to still fight, not just for my voice, but for Sebastian's voice, for Seth's voice.
Oh, man. I think you need to leave that boy out your mouth, girl.
For Tony's voice, for all the victims' voices out here that are victims.
And all of a sudden you want to fight for Tony too? He a damn 6'5" grown-ass man. He can't fight his own way. What?
Victims of these hate chants.
Look at old Seth Rogers. He a big boy.
We will not stop.
Where is your cape? Because you're acting like you're just a hero. Going to be a hero.
This boy deserves to be found. We have a right to believe what we believe. We have a right to speak in America about our thoughts, opinions, and criticism without obstruction from our government.
Boy, you just really haven't read that in its full context, have you? You just don't get it. Mrs. Constitutionalist, you haven't let it comprehend to your damn brain yet, have you? Wow.
without obstruction from our government, or our government telling you what kind of shirt you're allowed to wear or what kind of words can come out of your mouth. And that's what that judge told me today. That he's upset about my shirt that I wore, my First Amendment right to clothe myself.
Oh, wow, Betty. I've seen another case that said that as much as they appreciated the t-shirts for the missing minor, but he was not going to allow that to continue in his courtroom. So this isn't the first judge to make clothing recommendations, ma'am. It's called respect. Okay, it's called respect. And I'm going to just throw this out there. Look up the word, spell it out, study it, and implement that into your life. And you, Betty, just might see some changes in your life.
I want you guys to think about that. And I want you guys to think about that very long and hard, that a judge, one single judge, can judge me and tell me I shouldn't have wore a shirt. That is a violation here in America. Absolutely a violation here in America. I have a right to clothe myself. I have a right to put any damn shirt on that I choose to put on. If my audience sends me a shirt and I
Well, apparently the judge said, not today. I don't like it and don't do it again.
choose to wear it, that is my God-given right.
You hate to be told what to do, don't you, Betty? That's why you don't have a regular job. I figured it out. I figured it out, y'all. She just don't like to be told what to do. So that's why she don't have a regular job. And she grifts off YouTube.
Here in America. My God-given right.
My God-given right.
As you guys can see, I'm a very strong person. I will continue to be a strong person. My rights were violated. My rights.
What about the rights of the people that you slander all over YouTube? They mean nothing. Huh? They're not of human. They get no rights. Only me, Betty. I'm the only one with rights, and I've been violated.
Were violated, and you could be next. We are going to put an end to this violations. It's very significant violation of law, not just for me, but for other people that might be in my shadows in a year, in 2 years, in next.
Then you better not sue one dang person for giving their opinion ever again. You bet not file one more lawsuit, lady, because we're just expressing our opinions on you. Okay? And that's my God-given right, aka Bullhorn Betty. Okay?
Next week, we are Sebastian.
I'm thinking that this might be used against you in another court of law. Maybe, I don't know.
Army. We are Sebastian Strong. We forge ahead. That's what we do. We support the creators that are supporting this boy and are supporting his father. No exception. No exception. People can watch me all they want and they can talk crap about me in their own chats. They can plot against me. They can threaten
We're not really talking crap about you. We're just discussing the kind of stuff that you do. Okay? Okay, no yelling at the TV, Sky. You should see it for you. What did you guys want me to play? Put it in the chat again, because I've been trying to do the back end so I don't mess up and not pause, because, you know, I don't want to get struck. Drop it again, Kim. What you want me to play? I'll find it and play it. It's no problem. I hope the judge sees this and she's arrested for, right? So, Betty, if a woman gets an RO against an ex who, oh, dang it, go too fast. Right? I think so too, Kim. Mr. Potato Head said, so Betty, if a woman gets an RO against an ex who was stalking and harassing her, he can then make a shirt defaming her and wear it around. Of course not. That's what I'm saying. That shit was vile. You want knowing there's just, here's the thing. You don't have to like somebody, or you can have your own opinion of it, but there's just a moral line that you don't cross, you know, and she does it a lot. A lot. If you drop what you want me to share in the chat, I will find it. She's going at QB because of it. I honestly think she forgets what she says and what she does. I absolutely agree.
my life. They can dox me, and then they can turn around and lie under oath and say I did it to them. That is a shame. Process, service of process is not an option. Okay? Proper service is the only way to go from point A to point B. Without point A being done, you cannot go to point B, and that's what that judge did. He jumped over A to get to B.
But we're past that. Move on, little doggy, because that doesn't even matter now. We're past that stage in the game, if that's what you truly believe. Okay?
So I just want everybody to know, I thank you for your love, your support, your prayers. I know a lot of people felt down, and it was just like the day that I got arrested. People were crying around me, and like I said, we've got to go through this walk. We are going to go through this walk, and we are going to see the fruits.
Now, here's where we're getting ready to go to Reverend Betty. Everyone, please bow your heads as Reverend Betty gets ready to speak, okay? Or maybe get some holy water out.
Of this labor down the road. But this is a walk we as Americans must go through, because if we don't, somebody else will be next.
Now we're going to get ready to begin the infomercial.
Else will be lied on and be allowed to be lied on without any due process whatsoever. A clear violation of law. So again, that's just my 2 cents. That's why I feel the community in the county there is corrupt. We do have a plan, and that is my statement related to this action. We will no longer be discussing any type of legal stuff. When you guys see me or you hear me come to you and say, hey, you guys, we're going to be going to court on XYZ day. That's when I need my people, if you can, and you have the ability, to show up and support the effort. But from this point forward, we're getting back on track. We're going to be advocating for this young boy. We're going to be strumming up leads. We are going to keep those.
Oh, you just don't know when to hush it up, do you? You just want to keep poking the bear, don't you, Betty?
Leads out of that county. We're going to give them to the FBI. If they want to filter them back down, they may. But we are done. They don't want our help. We'll go out and find this boy ourselves. Clearly, they're not getting off their duff to do it. Okay? No searches. God knows what's going on in this case. Heck, I even talked to the person. Remember on when August 22nd, it was the hearing I wasn't properly served for. I did not attend. I did not have time to even drive there or make arrangements to get there first and foremost. Okay. But that hearing, there was a group of ladies that went down to the sheriff's office. I met one of those ladies this evening. And
was that binocular neighbor? I don't know. You know, the one that was out here telling some fibs? Was that her? Was it her, Betty?
When they went down to the sheriff's office, they asked specifically for Eric Craddock. Those ladies asked Eric Craddock, if you have, if you're further along now, thank you, unknown ghost, God bless you. We were told that they went down and asked for Eric Craddock and just simply asked him, are you further along today than you were on February 26th? You know what he asked them? Are you a resident of this county? So clearly they don't feel that they serve anybody other than the people of their county. And that is going to be key, and that is going to be critical. That is going to be key, and that is going to be critical. You won't.
Oh my gosh. He doesn't have to give information out on an investigation that is currently active. Hello? And, you know, he didn't have to give any information out. Okay?
Answer a question unless it's a taxpayer or a voter.
He didn't come out there and just say, I'm not going to do anything. And so what if he did?
Right? So this was very, again, obviously I'm upset about the ruling, but I'm also confident that it emboldened something a little bit bigger that will be good, the silver lining of all this. And, you know, we live in the world of silver lining. So we're going to take this as, you know, we're very religious.
Yeah, and this is just part of the silver lining, Betty, for us, just saying.
Here, we believe in God. And we believe that we have to have faith in the process, and we have to have faith in the path that we are meant to walk. Whether we like walking the path or not, we have to walk a path. This is a path that wasn't, that I didn't lay out. This is a path that God has laid out for me. And so because of that, we have to walk down this path.
She said that God didn't lay this path out for her. No, Bets, I'm going to have to say that I don't agree. I'm not agree with that at all. I'm going to have to say is, Lord and Savior probably up there saying, if you don't hush your mouth. Now, I gave you a few signs, Bets. I had some shit coming up after the shower. You ignored that sign. You were found guilty in a court of law with the Proudfoots. You didn't take that sign. I've been showing you some subtle signs over here, ma'am. So, you might want to start paying attention.
And I think at the end of this path, because God has never let us down, not once, it is going to be better then than it is now. And we have to look forward, not backwards. So for all of my supporters, all of my love, everybody that's here to support this young boy, we're going to continue. We're not giving up on him. We're not giving up on his family. We're not giving up on his father. Everybody has given up on this boy. It even sounds like law enforcement has. So we are going to be Sebastian Strong, and we are going to support his father and what his father is having to go through with these yahoos. And we now understand why he absolutely has disdain for Sumner County. We have a good reason why he does not like them. We now know the exact reason.
Right.
We now watch how
Betty might need God.
they act. We have a corrupted county that panders to voters and money and fails to uphold the law. That is not a law and order community. It's just not. So what were we going to do? Hopefully correct that ship. Okay? Hopefully that ship will be corrected.
Okay.
But just know we do have a plan. Just know that we are going to continue to stay strong. We are going to continue to advocate for the missing. We're going to continue to do great work. And we are going to figure out the path forward. When I need you, I'm going to call on everybody to step up to the plate and help. Okay? This is not going to be a small task, but I do believe in this community. I do believe that people know that this is a very slippery slope. And whether they like Bullhorn Betty or not, they're going to be supporting this because this.
No, I'm not. I'll support you, and I'm not supporting you now or then. Just let you know.
This is a clear violation of the First Amendment. And if it can happen to me, it can happen to another TikToker. Because the court, this particular court, does not think that what I do is investigative work, investigative journalistic work.
It's not. It's not.
Because he doesn't like the commentary. Whether I'm media or press doesn't mean that I don't have a right to vocalize my opinion. Just because I'm not like mainstream media and can be controlled by the government or a board of directors doesn't mean I don't have a right to my speech.
Why do you think the laws of slander and harassment were even invented? For situations such as this, in my opinion, and that's the way the judge seen it. He's like, the laws have been invented for a reason. And you've met that criteria. So there you go. You have some issues now. Okay? You have some issues now.
But again, the judge has ruled. They're going to be trying to make this bigger than it is. Let them. We don't argue with idiots. Let them run the stories that they're going to run. Let's just stay off their channels. Let's just stay off their channels and let's get focused and get.
She's like, stay off their channels so you can't get the truth and just stay here.
Right.
Weird.
We've got a lot of work to do. We got a lot to do for this child. Those people spend more time on me than searching for a young missing boy. That is a shame.
You have spent more time on them, child advocate, than you have looking for a missing boy. Okay? The judge said no 3 times, just like how they're trying to get everyone to, what was that? Missing the comments here. Betty, you're gaslighting a bunch of people for money. I agree. I have to agree with that. I won't support her. Nope. Yeah, her boat sailed. She needs to go catch up with it. Okay? Jimmy wants to be a martyr, I believe. I think so, too. I will support sending Betty to a deserted island with no... She needs a break, in my opinion, too. The judge said no all 3 times, just like how they're trying to get everyone on Dr. Phil, right? I don't think that would be in her best interest, in my opinion, if they did go on Dr. Phil, because I don't watch Dr. Phil, but I'm assuming that these little tactics that she's doing isn't going to be working. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be supporting any of that either. They're not violating your First Amendment. You have the right of freedom of speech, but you don't have the right not to be accountable for your words. Exactly. You know, there's a line there. Excuse me. I just hope Chris and Katie send their ROs to YouTube and take her down. You know, that could be an option for them too. I don't really know how YouTube works with that, but, you know, JB Folk, thank you for, giving a membership to someone, whoever got it. Please say thank you to GB Falk. Thank you so much.
Disgusting. And shame on a lot of them. Shame on a lot of them. That is my message. So you guys have a wonderful night. Understand that Bullhorn Betty does not go out without scrapping for everything. We are scrappers here because we have to fight for victims and we have to fight against evil each and every time we cover a case. This is not a comfortable situation for me, but we knew I was walking into a lion's den. We've said that for weeks. We said that for months.
You created a lion's den to walk in. Okay, because you're not respectful.
I was hopeful that the judge would do the right thing.
He did the right thing.
The judge did not.
He did.
The judge did not.
He
Because
sure
he
did.
he thinks it's an elective process where the service of process should be done properly. And that is a critical and fatal flaw in my opinion. But we'll see where everything goes.
It doesn't matter, Betty, whatever you think. At the end of the day, it's still going to be what it is. It is what it is. Don't throw a fit.
We will not stop fighting. And guys, this may not be the last time I break out in handcuffs because that county.
Oh, we know. We damn guarantee. We know we going to see you in the old silvers again. Okay?
Corrupt county wants to shut me up. They don't want Sebastian's name being brought up. They don't
want to shut you up because of the false information that you've put out, such as how you explained how the mom may have unalived her son. That does nothing to help an investigation. It just doesn't.
don't want Sebastian being found even though they're sitting on their hands. They don't like being made look foolish.
You have no idea what the police are doing behind the scenes. Betty, you do not work for law enforcement, but maybe you should apply since you're so good at this.
Or like they did something wrong or failed to act. I criticize them and they
Well, we all seen how many people came out and how many agencies came out to look for the teenage missing Sebastian Rogers. Okay, there was a lot of people that looked for him, and that's not true, Betty. You quit lying, heifer.
they tried to throw me in jail for my criticism of that community and of Tennessee as a whole.
You went there and you said that you were going to bring in such a force that the police won't know what to do with it. That's a threat, in my opinion.
You guys know how I feel
To
about
a whole entire police force. What?
Tennessee, and they tried to silence me. That is, in my opinion.
They stopped you from the statements that you said because they could hurt someone.
Not what America's about.
You said you were going to have a GoFundMe so you could pack your weapon through the streets of Tennessee and roll up on Mr. Proudfoot. I mean, can you not put this shit together, Betty? I mean, I think you have more smarts than this. Okay? Come on now.
And I hope to God that whatever plan we have is successful. Who knows? I have no earthly idea whether we're going to be successful or not. But what I can tell you is I feel like we have a good plan. Any questions that I can't answer?
I think so.
By all means, throw them out there.
Tebow.
I can tell you that we were all a little we were exhausted by the time we got out of court. And then of course it drug out because people wanted to, we went out to eat and that kind of went on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Amen. And so after we dropped Seth off and got back here, as you guys can see.
I know I've been practicing with my cussing too, but I've been cussing a lot lately. I've been pissed off.
Yeah, I just got out of the shower.
Thank you. Everyone say thank you for Betty taking a shower. Woohoo.
But I had just walked in. I haven't even been here for however long it took me to pull the phone out, listen to a meeting, take a shower while I'm listening to a meeting, and then get out. I'm supposed to be in another meeting, but I ended up coming here because I didn't want people thinking that that this did something. It didn't.
It did a lot. It shut your ass up. It shut your ass up, honey. Like it or not, you're shutting it up, ain't you? You ain't coming on here spewing their names out of your mouth. I mean, you're right. I mean, in my opinion, this could probably be used against you in a court of law. Okay? So, but is it as vile as normal? Nope. And I think we're all going to get a break from you trashing the parents for the next 40 days, 39 days, whatever it is.
The only reason why I haven't been on here is one, I've been with a whole group of people for hours and didn't have time to break away to do a live. And two, I couldn't break away to get a live. This is my first opportunity to do whatever I'm going to do. But I can tell you they're going to be looking to try everything they can to blow up the phone, to brigade that county, to brigade that DA, and try to have me arrested because they don't care. They don't care about this kid. All they care about is the smear campaign on Bullhorn Betty. And so we're going to lock it down. So hopefully I'll be able to speak about those people. Okay, the criminal enterprise, so to speak, which consists of 4 individuals. So when I am referring to my criminal enterprise, it is a criminal enterprise. So they've done this.
She just said, did you, what? She left this up too, right? Oh, Betty, shaking my head right now. You shouldn't have, Accusations, Betty. You were supposed to act like these people don't exist, and now you're on here saying that they're criminal enterprises. Betty, You better get your compensatory money account racked up because you're going to need it.
Never successful before, but I don't think they threw as much money or as much of their family privilege around a county like they have with me. They can't do it for their son, but they can do it for me. So we'll see how everything goes. I don't know. I love the shirt too. If you guys would like a Bullhorn Betty shirt, please reach out to Sonia. She's got these, and I think you know what, actually.
Because I have a thing over this because, you know, I'm trying to make it my own content so I don't get in trouble. You know, it says something to the effect of been lied on, something or another. It's one that her friend made her, but I'll play it so maybe she'll tell us here.
Actually, Sonia, oh, you did, aka Bullhorn Betty. So it has my name on it too. So if you guys would like one of these shirts, please reach out to Sonia, and I can tell you.
Lied on, plotted against, bullied, and still standing. That's what her shirt says.
That every single bit of your money goes to a good cause. She has a small business, but I can tell you that of all the shirt companies that I have ever ordered shirts from, I have never received a flyer for a missing kid. I have never received a ban for a missing kid. I've never seen any shirt company advocate for any type of victim of crime. Sonia does. She sends her shirts all over the country. And guess what? There are missing people.
And she uses copyright stuff too, so let that be known. Lady J, how do I gift a newcomer? I can't find it. I think you go on to where you post a comment, there should be a little Lady K gifted memberships are all random. Oh, I can gift one if anyone wants one. Let me know in the chat if you guys want me to gift 5 memberships because Joneson told me how.
People and missing person flyers in just about every single one of your orders. Now, does she need to do that? No. Why? Because that's overhead. That's what you call overhead. That's what you call money you're not going to recoup back. Okay? She could sell the shirts all day long without doing a darn thing to help. But she doesn't. She doesn't.
And she's giving all that money to you, too, allegedly. Okay, that's how you're making your money. But, man, you'd have to sell like 1 million shirts to make a profit off of that thing that they give you on YouTube. You can put products on there, but you don't make much money on it, I don't think. I don't know.
So we're going to continue to move forward. We're not, this is just a little mild speed bump in the road. Look at it like that, okay?
Like hell it is. You're going to keep talking like this, you're going to jail. Okay, honey? You better ask your little subscribers and members for some compensatory money. Because you just cannot shut your big old pie hole pudding. Okay? You just let it flow. You aren't to be talking about these folks. And now you just said that they was in a criminal enterprise. Betty, you lost your damn mind.
Just
the law's the law. The judge doesn't say it. Stop it. Sometimes I almost want to shake her by her shoulder and be like, Betty, did you hear what the judge said?
A little speed bump in the road. I'm working with a very good legal team.
Are they good to see you, honey?
That consists of multiple attorneys, and I'm going to trust their guidance. Okay? I'm going to trust their guidance.
Right?
But just understand, we do have a plan. Okay? So I want everybody to go to bed tonight, not stay up, not worry, not toss and turn. It's like, oh my.
So everybody go to bed tonight and pray for my compensatory money.
God, what's going to happen?
I'm going to need some shoes for the shower. Never mind. Never mind. I'm going to be nice. Never mind. I need some stuff on my books.
What's going to happen with the
kiosk?
I don't want you doing that. You know what I want you to do? I want you to close your eyes knowing that this is in God's hands and that we will prevail. Okay? There's a good plan. We're going to execute it well. Right. And I promise you, this is not the end to this. And this is not the end to my mouth. This is not going to be the end to me being able to cover a story in front of their freaking house. This is not going to prevent any of that.
I'm sure if you just stood out there and spoke straight facts, it would be all right. But once you start spewing pudding, vile pudding, spoiled pudding out your mouth, then that's when it becomes a problem, lady. Now, I would give you some grace if you was in your early 20s and you just didn't know better. But bitch, you are in your mid 40s. You freaking know better. Okay?
This is just a mild speed bump that we must go over. And then once we're over that speed bump, we got a long highway ahead of us. We've been doing this for a long time. We've prided ourselves on not breaking the law. I didn't break the law. Other people broke the law and were rewarded for doing so. And that's a damn shame. So trust and believe, trust the process. We all have to go through it. Until you see me up here crying and boo-hooing, go to sleep tonight, sleep peacefully, and know that God's got this. Okay? We have faith, we have belief. This is not the worst thing in the world that could possibly happen. As a matter of fact, I think this is a silver lining that's going to hopefully be a much better result once we get to that highway. So that's what I'd like to convey to all of you. But please, please, please keep the faith and do not listen or engage in all that nonsense because they're taking a victory lap. And I'm hoping that victory lap is short-lived, but we'll find out. All right, guys, I love you. God bless you. Just know we're here. We're going to keep fighting. This has not knocked me down. Don't think it has. They know it hasn't. Everybody knows it hasn't. They haven't had a victory in a while. This was a minor victory, okay? This is not, this is like if we're doing baseball. Okay, I don't know shit about baseball.
You don't know shit about baseball, Betty. And let me tell you, oh my gosh. Okay, let's listen to your little comparison here, which means absolutely freaking nothing because this is going to be great video for, you know, the judge to hear.
Baseball, somebody in here probably knows a hell of a lot more than I do, okay? This is like hitting the ball and making it to first base, okay? There's still 2 more bases in a home run plate that you have to get through before you get the point. You see what I'm saying? So they're on first base. We're looking to hit the ball out of the park. You see what I'm saying? So let's get up there and let's bat a swing, okay? I love you guys. God bless you. We will be back once we get some a little more directive from the attorneys. We'll figure out how we're going to conduct the show because we're right in the middle of interviews, horrible interviews that really paint a negative light, even though they're not my words, they're somebody else's words. Those somebody else's don't want their words splattered all over social media when they were already splattered over social media.
You're doing it. He said, act like they don't exist, Bets. He said, act like these people do not exist on the face of the earth. Here you go again.
For
You
the last
are
6
something.
months. So once I get through this process and figure out what I can and cannot do, then we'll
Then why are you okay? If I didn't know what I can and cannot do, I would not get on here and do what I can and cannot do. Just saying.
adjust the channel accordingly. So let the attorneys give me some guidance.
I'll tell you what you can and cannot do. You can't speak about the Proudfoots and the Bower Sox. That's what you can't do, you old heifer. Shut your big trap. Okay, if you even want to breathe a thought about them, put yourself on mute. That's what you can do. But let me tell you, Betty, you're not going to. See, you are a self-centered, this is just my observation. You are a self-centered, egotistical brat. Okay? You think that this big old world evolves around your needs and wants and desires, okay? And you want a group of people to support you while you make a fool of your own self out here. And you victimize people that are already victims of a horrific tragedy in their life. That to me, if I called myself a journalist and did the things that you're doing, I would be humiliated. I would be like I would be repulsing my own self. Okay? You got some issues.
Once all the orders are over there, because at the end of the day, it matters what's in the orders, how the orders are written. These were boilerplate orders. So we're in good shape. That's all I got to say. God
Okay,
bless you
honey,
guys. Rock
that's
it out your
fine.
coffee beans out. Understand this is Sebastian's army. We're Sebastian Strong. And with us being Sebastian Strong, we are more powerful than King Kong. I truly believe that. We follow the law. We do the right thing. And I could care less about somebody's opinion of my opinion. They're entitled to their opinion. What they're not entitled to is to take mine away. So God bless you.
They didn't take your opinion away. You actually took it away yourself, ma'am, because the judge said, stop talking about them. Okay, you had an order of protection which said you cannot speak about them on many platforms. You can't contact them. You can't do this. You can't do that. Okay, and then you hired an attorney, and they should have guided you down the right path to keep your ass out of jail. But apparently you don't listen to him, or he hasn't told you. Either way, there's a big fail here. Okay, so in my opinion, what's going to happen, King Kong doesn't wear pants either. What I think's going to happen is they're going to her attorney, which this is, I don't know this for a fact, but he's going to tell her, no, you can't speak anything about Mr. or Mrs. Proudfoot, Mr. or Mrs. Bower Sox, and she's now going to run over to the Quentin Simon case. And that's going to be bad because we've seen what kind of mess she made out of it before, right? So in my opinion, she's going to find something else to do. And it's not going to be good because she's going to take all this anger she has and throw it to something else. You know, kind of like going from one bad relationship to the next. And she carries all her baggage with her. And that's really sad because people are going to be violated from her. And that's just my opinion. I don't know if that's what she's going to do or not. But you know what I mean? If you watch her enough, that tends to be her trend. Now, Do I think that Seth is doing a good job? My supporting this? No. Mr. and Mrs. Proudfoot have tried to stay out of the spotlight, apparently. I'm not a real big fan of Mr. Proudfoot for, coming out and doing the things he has. But that, I'm not real happy with Seth either. But I'm not going to say that they've done anything to their child because I simply don't know. I have no idea what they have and have not done. We don't live in their home. There's no evidence to prove that anyone has done anything to their child. So, I can't get up here and feel good about saying, well, this is what they did. I have no idea. Timothy just saw on your comments about toll booth. I was a toll collector in Illinois. Do you have a question? Maybe you can get some help. You're welcome. I shared 5 gifts. I have 5 more to share, and I'll share later in the month. I figured it out. Someone or Johnson told me how to do it. So thanks, Johnson. I didn't see the comment if they can put it back down here. Um, if Timothy needs some help with a toll booth or something. Merle Sheehy does have a law book. It's from the University of Harold Brooks, right? I think she's going to talk on Seth's channel and he will say their names for her. But is that considered a third party, GB? I would think that would be a third party in my opinion, but I have never taken one law class. Okay. Oh, Tybo. I think that's how we say his name, not Timothy. Yeah, if someone had a question about an Illinois toll, say it again. There he is. Uh, he or she. Ask your question again. Um, SG knows about Illinois tolls, so ask your question. She may be able to help. GB Falk, she can't talk on his channel without violating the third party, in my opinion. I think the same thing. She needs to stop it. Yeah, I think so. I think it would be. Hi, True Seeker. Good to see you. I think that would be a violation of her order of protection. And I honestly think that this video that I just reviewed is going to be used against her in a court of law because she did mention them. She didn't say their names, but I don't think that that's exactly how it works. But I could be wrong. I was saying she will hit toll booth on her imaginary highway. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, got it. And it's a shame. Yeah, Kimmy, she needs to show her lips up. How do we find Seth's channel, please? I sit on the sidelines. Um, I think it's Seth Rogers, Sebastian Rogers' father. I think that's the way it's labeled. Um, if someone wants to find it and uh not really big on dropping that kind of stuff in the chat, but I will if no one can find it. Um, hey DV, good to see you, honey. Hi everyone, not feeling well today, just lying down and listening. Okay, honey, it's okay, DV. You're fine. Do you want me to link it? I guess so. Not that I really because go ahead. I'm just gonna keep it at that. Yeah, go ahead, GB Folk. It's not a recommendation of mine. But if someone wants it, please do. I'm not recommending it, or I'm not saying not to go either. Make your own decisions, guys. I'll never tell anybody where to go on YouTube. That is for your own. YouTube is for your own entertainment, and you choose where you want to go. I don't judge anyone that comes over in my chat on where they go. I don't. I go places. Just because I don't chat doesn't mean I'm not there. I'm an ear hustler. So there you go, Lady J. GB Falk dropped it. Thank you so much, GB Falk, for getting that. But I think that she's going to be in for a rude awakening. Exactly. Everyone's a damn adult. Go where y'all want. It's not my cup of tea. Viewers beware. Yeah, I mean, everyone can judge on themselves and say, is this something that's going to entertain? But, that's for y'all to decide, not me. I might like purple and you might like pink. So, you know what I mean? It's okay. The only thing I ask is not to be talking about nobody's children, any content creators' children in the chat, and accuse people of things that you don't know for a fact that they're doing. I review Betty a lot. And that's just about it. Other content creators I don't review because it's their channel. They're gonna do what they want, and apparently their subscribers enjoy their content, so that's where they go. Not for me to review. Um, I was just giving my opinion earlier today how I felt in the moment about seeing what I saw while I was experiencing some very terrifying times that my house could be destroyed in a matter of minutes. And I was kind of disappointed. I guess, but you know what? I've learned too, though, guys, I don't set my expectations too high for people, then I can't be let down. You know what I mean? So if I don't have high expectations for someone, then I'm not going to feel like I've been let down. So and I'm speaking on certain content creators. If I don't expect much out of them, then I'm not going to be, hurt by them not doing what I think they should do. But it would be very nice to see if someone that was able to have a fundraiser once you have 10,000 subscribers, you're allowed to have a fundraiser. And there's a lot of tragedy that's been going on from these hurricanes, and maybe a content creator could help in some way. And in my opinion, just what I observe, I see a lot of take, and not a lot of give back. And I guess that's just the way that I've been in my real life. You work a job, you make income, you support your family, but you also have to be grateful for the opportunity to have a job, to be able to take care of your family. So when you should always give back to the community. And that's just my opinion, but that's not has to be everybody's opinion. But it would be nice to see. It would be nice to see maybe somebody come up with something um that would I don't know, but there's just been a lot of people that have been affected by these two hurricanes. They've lost everything, guys, and lives have been lost. And exactly, even without 10,000, they could pick a link if could you explain to me how to do that? Because I don't um do any kind of fundraiser, but I would like to try it if I knew even without 10,000s they could put a link in a certified. Yes, absolutely. And I would like to do that too. I don't know if you guys want to come up with a charity that you guys know of. Um, and we can, I'd rather donations go there because people have lost everything, guys. People have lost everything, guys. And it's sad. I would find Red Cross, put the link, and people do it themselves. Exactly. World Vision, churches, bank credit, FEMA has failed. Right. There was a church that I seen in, I think, Tennessee, and they were accepting donations, and I was gonna get the link for it, but then they said we don't need any more. And then I kind of got caught up in my own situation with the hurricane, and it took 3 or 4 days to prepare. And I just kind of, not that I forgot about them, I just kind of focused on protecting my home and my neighbors here. So this way no one could ever, right, I would never want to be accused. I would never accept anything for victims anyways, because I don't want to be accused of anything like that either. um, I do my own charity in my own way. So I don't need to announce it on here what I do, because it's something that we just have always done. You know what I mean? And remember, guys, I kind of sent out an SOS on Mama Llama. She's in the chat now, and she did contact me, and I knew that she was okay. I don't know if I put it on a community tab or not, because like I said, I was so exhausted yesterday. I think it's all the adrenaline and the preparation you do for a hurricane. And then once you know that everything's okay, you have some damage, but nothing that can't be fixed, your body just kind of goes on download mode. And okay, SG said Samaritan Purse is rated well. Okay. Mama Llama says, thanks, Lady K. Yep, I'm exhausted too. I'm so tired. Yeah, I had an SOS, so I ended up contacting her through an email. So that I received, and I was like, no, I need to find out if she's okay because we're not exactly around each other, but it seemed like I was getting alarms and then she would get alarms and for tornadoes. The tornadoes were horrific. And so we were kind of like keeping each other on a from biting our nails. And, the other day, whenever the tornadoes were going through the coast we're on the same coast, I believe. I'm inland, but we were getting so many tornado sirens, and 25 people in one area lost their life in a blink of an eye, and it was very hard. If anyone can donate blood, okay, so that's what we'll do. Mama Llama's actually works in the medical field, so she would know better than any of us. If anyone can donate blood, please, we need blood and blood products so badly here. Thanks, Lady K. We just got Wi-Fi back not long ago. Thank you. Yep, closet diving together. Yes, we did. We were closet diving together, honey. All right, and praying. Mama Llama? Do you happen to have a link to where people can find out where they can donate? Because I would 100% support that. 100% behind that. Um, if not, the next stream I do, I'll find it if there is one that's out there. Blood and blood products were short before now, and it's critical. Blood is free to donate. Yeah, I think it's free to donate, and they also give you maybe a snack. So it'll be a reason to eat a cookie. Hi, awesome sweet. Hi, little dove. Hi, honey. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. Um, Please donate blood if you can. I'm sure that you can find that information on Google in your area. That will be my charity right now. I know that she's in the medical field. If she says we need blood, we need blood. So I don't have a link, but the big red bus can be Googled, and there's sites set up all over every state, and a lot of it will come here to Florida. Okay, so anyone that wants to get back and you don't have money, you can give your blood. So if you're healthy, good shape, give your blood. Go find someplace to give your blood, folks. And, you know, do the right thing. Yes, I was able to find all those that I follow here on the tube and TikTok. Everyone I follow, seen they were all exhausted. I'm telling you, I was trying to keep up with, people were messaging me, my own family were trying to contact me, and it was a lot. It was overwhelming with people that reached out to me, and I appreciate every single one that reached out to me, and I appreciate it. And then it was very exhausting. So yesterday I wasn't, you know, thank you, Lady K. And you can get a gift card usually, so you'll make money and save many lives. There you go, everybody. Let's get down to the blood place and give your blood. And Mama Llama said that you'll actually make money and save many lives. They'll sometimes give you a gift card. Can't say that for a fact. Check in your area, but anyways, please do something if you can. Okay. There have been many people that's been affected. Brenda K, hello, love. Just got Wi-Fi back. It's been hell. I'm exhausted. I think we all are, Mama Llama, and she also been taking care of her children, going through a hurricane, and also working. So Mama Llama is now you want to talk about someone that's a superhero? There you go. So please think about giving some blood. I do have my picture ready. I don't know. Today's Friday. I'll probably do it this coming Wednesday because I was going to do it last Wednesday, but we had a special guest. So I'll do it on this Wednesday. We'll spin the wheel to see who gets the picture. And then just let me know where your local FedEx is, whoever wins it. And then I'll send it from FedEx to FedEx. So no one has to worry about their address ever being shared. I would never share an address, but I know that a lot of people say that, and then they get their address shared out, so I wouldn't do that. But we'll just send it that way. Yeah, most places are doing Target or Visa gift cards. Google Big Red Bus. You are very welcome, Mama Llama. Me too, Chopper. She isn't, but she has a huge ego. It's sickening, period. I think Bullhorn Betty has a huge ego too, and she does nothing wrong ever. It's always, she's the perfect person. You know, I'm like, get out of here. There is not one human on the face of this earth that is perfect. We all have flaws. We are all trying to be better. Hopefully, we're all trying to be a better human today than we were yesterday. That's just part of living, right? But you know, who am I? But you know, hey, I don't know much. I'm just some weirdo with an opinion over here, right? That's what they say. That's what they say. Had a question for your Wi-Fi. Was it Starlink that came through? You know what? I'm going to answer that question, Lady J. My Wi-Fi and electricity kept going out as well. I could not find the Starlink. I heard it was here, but I couldn't find it, little dove. I thought I had a membership here. Guess not. I will when I can. Don't worry about it, little dove. Don't matter what color your name is, honey. You're important over here. Okay, don't worry about it. And I dropped far a 5 and free memberships, and I will probably next couple weeks. But don't worry about it, little dove. It doesn't matter what. It don't matter what color you are over here, honey. Everybody's important. Little dove. I wish she would just go away, right? Um, Starlink, no, you have to buy the kit. Oh, okay. Because someone was telling me Starlink would give us access, but I'm telling you, I tried to find it and I could not find it at all. Like it didn't even come up anywhere. And then I Googled it when I would come on, so when it would go off again, but there was no link for us that was experiencing outages. So I don't know. Exactly, Chopper. Little W are a member here. Everyone is here. You don't have to be a certain color. Everyone's treated equal. That's right. That's how I do it in my life, and that's how I do it on YouTube, baby. Yes, the kit is 3 or 400, and it takes 2 to 4 weeks to deliver. Then they cut the cost for 1 month for hurricane victims. Oh, right. Okay. That I didn't know that. I heard StreamYard is going up again. If you need a donation, let me know. Are you kidding me, GB? Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out because it comes directly out of an account, and I'll have to see what it's going up to. Oh crap! You know, I have to wait, I have to pay it every 2 months when my YouTube money rolls over. Oh, thanks a lot, Chopper. You bet. You know what, little dub? That's the truth, though, because I don't care what color you are in real life and then on YouTube. If you're green, red, black, we don't give a damn. Thank you. Yes, Spirit Wolf said a member for a month. He's been a member for a month, honey. You know. Nope. Another channel said that this morning, and she was shocked. I wonder how much it's going up. Because, you know, let me tell you, I only pay for the $25. Like, there's a free version, which is real crappy. Okay, I tried it before, and it just doesn't work very good. And you only get so many hours anyway. So then I pay for the $25 a month one, and it does what I need. Okay, it does what I need. But if it goes up any more than that, then maybe you need to find a different streaming service because I don't really feel comfortable at this point in my YouTube life to, even if it was donated. I'm like, I'm a person, I'm like, you know, I told you guys I'm thrifty. we need to research, guys. Okay, we're just not going to throw money out for something. You know what I mean? So maybe we'll need to switch to a different streaming platform, and I'll have to learn it, and you'll learn with me, and we'll struggle through it, and I'll cuss and spit and carry on until I learn it. I try not to cuss that much because I don't like to offend people, but thanks so much, GB Falk. Love everyone here too. I see you, little dove, and in chat, and I hope you're doing all right, honey. If I could, I would do away with the colors or let people in chat pick their own color. Right? Right? But you know, that's a YouTube thing, man. YouTube said we're trying to get everything out of you. But I love whenever the judge told Betty that that isn't a press pass. And where did you get it? She said, I made it. And during crafts and art. She didn't say the Crafting Art part. I just threw that in there. But I'm like, Hi, TT. Doing better. Thanks. Missed you. So happy to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see TT in here. Bummer about StreamYard. This world, everything's going up. We're all stretched so thin. Exactly. We're all stretched so thin now. So come on, StreamYard. People are just out here to entertain ourselves, and you want to jack up the prices. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay attention to that. I'll have to let my hubby know to pay attention to that because it comes right out of an account, and he does all. I don't have to worry about finances and budget. My husband budgets it for us, and he says yes or no, and then I don't ask questions because he's the man of the house, and he always has been in our marriage. So if he says yeah, we can do it, whatever that want may be of mine. If he says sure we can, or he'll say wait and we'll maybe try to do it, in a couple weeks or whatever, and then I go with that. I don't complain and throw a fit and ask him why and where's the money. I let him have that in our marriage. I'm not pressured on anything. And I don't think that I would never think that he was doing me bad or stealing our money. How can you steal your own money? Like, how can you steal your own money? Right? So, or not doing me right. There's maybe been 2 or 3 times whenever he said, well, can we wait till next week? And because a lot was going on financially, and he goes, we can make it work if you really want, but could you? And I'm, well, yeah, you know. Or he'll be like, well, let me think about it and see what we got. Okay, I wait for and sometimes I forget too. I'll be like, oh yeah, I did want to do that, right? Or what? The best thing I like lately is because I was never really an Amazon shopper, so lately I've been shopping in Amazon, right? And I put it in my cart, and then um and then I decide I'm like, I really don't want that. So that has been saving me tons of money. Okay. I shop on Amazon, put it in my cart. I don't check out. I go back and review, and I'm like, nah, I don't really want that. Chopper, I love that. Pick our own color. Of course, I'd pick pink, right? Chopper, right? I would pick purple, little dove. I'd pick purple. I love the judge called that out, but she thinks he just like her journalist, right? Mama Llama, she's not she has no credentials. She's not a journalist. Someone needs to do an intervention, right? I like it too that he called her out on her journalism. It has nothing to do with he liked your commentary or not, ma'am. It's plain and simple facts. You have no credentials on being a journalist. You just don't. The facts are the facts. True Seeker said she picked purple and pink. Yeah, I love purple. I don't know. I'm stuck on that color lately. I've been digging purple, and I used to not like purple. I used to be like, I mean, it wasn't a bad color. It wasn't a color for me. But I guess since I worked in business, I wore a lot of black. I was a black and white type of gal. Oh, because I had to see everything black and white. It wasn't like it is or it isn't. It's this or it's not. You know what I mean? So I guess that's probably why I wore a lot of black and white. I don't know. Little Dove, right? Pink for everyone that wants blue, green, any color. YouTube, your own oyster. Exactly. They shouldn't give us just certain colors we can be. We should be whatever color we want, right? Here on YouTube, they're limiting us. Bullhorn Betty, sue YouTube because we have to pick. We only have certain colors we can be. Tired of this shit. Now that's a fight worth fighting for, Bullhorn Betty. Your stupidness that you've been doing is just nuts, my opinion. From my observation of your channel. Oh my goodness. That's so true, Chopper. Little Dove, right? Pink for everyone that wants. Oh, right. Yep. Your own oyster. That's so true, Chopper. Someone should let BHB know that Temu credentials don't count. Exactly, Wolf. Like, Temu credentials don't count. Sorry. Yes, Betty, pick a fight with YouTube. Maybe we can lose her faster, right? Betty, pick a fight with YouTube. Didn't she say she was going to have a lawsuit against some platform? I don't remember which one it was. I was like, Betty, Do you think you're the only one that's ever tried to like throw a fit with a platform that didn't go your way? They're gonna laugh at you, honey. TT, Lady K, love your commentary. I appreciate that. I don't know if it's much commentary or just me up here speaking funny stuff or my own opinion. I don't know. I appreciate you. Yes, Betty, pick a fight. Oh, I read that one. Pick a fight with YouTube. That would be funny, old Betsy Betts. I'm like, oh my goodness, Betty. I just can't believe that she took her printed off press pass that she made and thinking that she didn't do much research and say that she is a journalist. Mm-mm. I thought she printed her press pass from Pinterest, right? I don't even know if it was from Pinterest. I think she just, created something on Canva and printed that crap right off her old laser printer at home. Oh, that big old printer she used to have sitting in behind her from, 1990s. Ain't nothing wrong with a 1990 printer if that sucker still works, but honey, she's something else, boy, I tell you. Uh, she is something else, that Bullhorn Betty. But what are we gonna do if they say no more Bullhorn Betty? I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna really have to dig deep and find something useless to do with myself, right? Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'll do with myself then. Oh my goodness. I don't like the fact that she is using God as a reason for her very bad. DV, say that again, honey. DV said, I don't like the fact that she's using God as the reason for her very bad behavior. She has not been paying attention to scripture nor following it. DV, exactly. And anyone that follows her, I mean, I'm really hoping that they kind of know better. You know what I mean? She knew, she just didn't expect to be caught. Right? I think that too. I think that she didn't expect to be called out on a lot of things. And also to get back to DV's statement, um that's very true because people that really do believe in God and have faith, um she needs to watch it. She needs to watch saying stuff like that, um because God's got a way of sitting your butt down. I bet she's going to go after Clue again with religious stance. She probably will go after Clue again. I have no idea what Betty's got up her sleeve, but I'm sure it's not going to be nice. Chopper, I want to say a huge thank you to you because you made my day. Because you actually talk back and forth in a nice conversation between you and me. It means very much to me. I could cry. Aw. Chopper, did you see that? Betty thinks she can get away with anything. She thinks she can get away with anything, but that's what the judge kind of showed her yesterday. That the rules do apply to you whenever you're in this game called life. The rules apply to you too, Bets. You know, is how it's pronounced. Yes, JD is, or that's the way you say it, is JD. I was busy changing her. She changed her name back, mod, so that's JD. Um, yeah, I think that Betty is gets confused on this game called life. She doesn't think that she has to abide by the rules, but everyone else has to. And that's kind of crazy. And you kind of see that a lot on this platform in different communities, and this community, just on YouTube in general. I'm not speaking of anyone in particular, but whenever you see people think it's good for me to do whatever, but it's not good for anyone else because it's working for me. So I can't say anything about myself, but I'm surely going to call it out upon you, and that's what's weird. It's super weird. I love you, sweetie. Please don't forget that. Little Dove, TT says, Little Dove, I love you, sweetie. Please don't forget that. Hey, Sinner. So, you know, uh, I just, I don't know. The last couple of days, I didn't even know if I even wanted to get back on here until Betty made her video because of the kind of videos I was seeing during a hurricane, along with some of the things that their thumbnails and were labeled and their titles of their videos, and it kind of was someone that was going through a hurricane personally. It kind of was like, do I even want to do this anymore? Like, because I'm seeing people that are devastated in my community, and for someone, some more than one, more than in different platforms, they label it as a hurricane, blah blah blah, and they collected all this money. Are they? And they don't really need to tell us, right? They don't need to tell us that they give to charity. That's none of our business, right? But collecting money throughout the whole stream when people are literally losing their homes and their lives, and you have stuff labeled as Hurricane Milton or Hurricane Helene, and they don't give back to that community or ask their subs to go and donate anything, very hurtful to me. So I was kind of questioning myself, to be honest with you guys, um, how far I wanted to go with this, because, or maybe change up things that I do, because I really don't want to be a part of that kind of group. I don't really want to be a part of that kind of shit, because no. Smoky Mountain Mermaid said, Lady K, did you hear white boy got hurt real bad? I don't know details, but was in ER. I did not hear that. I don't get notifications from him. Center said, I saw the same thing and made me sick. Yeah, I guess until you actually go through something, or you know someone that's going through it, it doesn't hit the same. And I guess if you're not going through it, then it doesn't hit the same, right? As for someone that's going through it. But I hope he's okay. I hope White Boy's all right. I haven't seen or heard anything. No, I haven't. Um, but I hope that he's all right. Um, but until you may come with some different energy whenever you go through a tragic event in your life. A whole community goes through a tragic event that Mother Nature puts upon you, you know. White Boy's home and doing okay from what I heard. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Like I said, I kind of took a break yesterday. Yesterday evening, I bounced around YouTube a little bit. But I really was so exhausted from being up so long and preparing for a hurricane, being up during the hurricane, and your nerves get, I mean, it was so freaking loud in here, guys, for hours. Like, it did not let up. It was started at hitting here around 11:30 p.m. and it went on until, like I said, 4:35. Then it finally calmed down. Now, it was still tropical wind force, but that's a long time being on edge and being nervous. A lot of people forget we are all flesh and blood behind the screens. Yeah, Lower Lodge did a fundraiser right away. Oh, I didn't see. I'm not subbed up to him either. I did not know that he did. Well, good for him. Yes, Lady K, agree. We were terrified. People have lost their lives, homes, and I was fighting back tears, terrified, trying to hold it together for the kids. It was so loud. Then, then no power or AC. Yeah, it was so scary. It was absolutely so scary, and you didn't know. And you hear things hitting upside your house, and you can't go outside to see. Okay, because you literally cannot go outside. I've been through a cat 4 smack over me, and this one scared me more than any other one before, right? I'm telling you, you can't go outside. Well, one, you can't stay up against the wind. The wind will knock you down, okay? And there's things flying in the air. Uh, you can't go and see what just hit. It's something to hit my house, to just break a window. Then you can't do anything. You cannot do anything. And it's very scary. And for some people, other content creators, to get up on their platform and make fun of things, and it's not funny to me. And it kind of gave me a different view of stuff. And I was like, do I even want to freaking do this shit, man? Because JD, my anxiety is peaked a little due to Betty, but other than that, yes, I'm fine. Keep saying message was are you okay, Chopper? It keeps saying message was retracted. Oh, yeah, I mean, some people have, anxiety, some people have panic attacks, And also, if you suffer from that too, let me tell you, the hurricane didn't do us any favors. The sounds of the shutters cleaning, the stuff hitting the home, and you can't do anything but comfort your kids and hold back tears all in the dark with no power. It's very bad. Maria, I'm glad that you got one. Uh, Clanging darn on a crick, right? Yep, yep. Shutters start flying off. Things are flying in front of your house. Um, Power's going out. I mean, it sounds like can't even say it. It sounds like 10 freight trains just right beside your house for hours. And then let's not forget that you have a gust up over 100 miles an hour that lasts for maybe maybe 2 minutes. But those 2 minutes, oh, it seems like a lifetime. And then your house starts making some sound that you never heard it make before. You're like, oh God, this is when the roof's going to go. And then it goes back just to 65, 70 mile an hour winds. And again, here comes another gust of 110, whatever it is. It's freaking nuts, man, for hours. Not like just like a tornado, oop, and it goes and gone. Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of, Mom. I'm like freight trains. It's the only thing I could put together as 10 of them just just steady. It's so insane. Yeah, and the windows start sucking in. I don't think anyone that has never been through it knows. Your windows even move. And I think they're built to do that just for this purpose. Maybe just in hurricane where, you have hurricanes, but the windows kind of like flex. Your walls kind of like flex. And you're like, what the hell is going, like, is this it? I so relate. I have panic attacks and PTSD. Yeah, you know what? Whenever anxiety starts to peak, guys, and you get triggered on here, please log off. You will get caught up with whatever you need to be caught up. And I'm always big on taking care of yourself first. If you can't, you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anybody else. And if you have to take a mental check out for the day or 2 days or a week, do it. Because I'm going to tell you this, what I've learned, ain't not one YouTuber going to come and save your ass if you're in trouble. I'll damn guarantee that shit right now. Okay? Some of us might stick together. I don't consider myself a YouTuber or content creator. I'm just some old lady getting on here talking my perspective. But I'm going to tell you, the people that you look up to may or may not show up for you. Yeah, Senator says when he gets mad, he makes videos. It helps. Whenever I get mad or my anxiety peaks a little bit, I do self-care for myself because that's what I found helps me the most. And that's just what I have to do. I don't, and then I also like try to paint something or do something with my hands, so I could see where making things helps you out. SG, yep, I've been here since the 80s, and this was the worst I've ever been through. I have bad anxiety, and Lady K being live saved me, literally saved my sanity during those tornadoes. She was genuine. Oh no, guys could hear my phones going off. It wasn't made up. Me and Mama Lamba was literally, it would go, it was almost like a pre-warning for what was about to go to her, because mine would go off and then it wasn't, but a few minutes longer, hers would go off. And I was live, not to keep people aware, but once I knew she was live and I was live, we were keeping each other kind of like calmed down. Okay. And I didn't really express that on the live because that's being real vulnerable in the moment. But that's exactly what was going on. Was that okay? Me and her are going through this. And I did see other people in the chat, and I did see other people listening, but I was kind of only focused on what she was saying because we were literally going uh, back and forth from the bathroom to paying attention to what was going outside because tornadoes destroyed this place. Tornadoes literally destroyed so many areas along Florida here. There was 100 and shit. I think I want to say 172 or 127 tornadoes that spun out from that hurricane before it landed. I can't quite remember. Yep, about 15 minutes apart when we were just getting over it. it was hitting me. Yeah, that's about true. That's true, Mama Llama. As soon as, and it was like a precursor to what she was about to get. So she'd hear mine on live because I was sitting my phone right by me. So because I had to pay attention to the weather. And they're very good in the community about sending out the alerts. I'm hooked up with my phone, so not the scaredy one. Were clocked at 120 miles per hour. But believe me, a lot of people were looking for whoever they follow. I noticed a difference of people were looking for you all. The net was slow. Yeah, the internet was super slow. I didn't get a lot of connection in the evening after a certain point. I was going to go live and try to talk to everyone to keep my mind focused on something different, but I couldn't because um it would not stay um connected, so I couldn't. Mama Llama and Lady K, I'm so grateful you had each other. I couldn't believe the number of tornadoes. I'm glad we were on. I'm glad I chose this to go live. I really am. Because it kind of, not that it made it easier, but our mind was stay focused on something until, oh, here we go again. Then it was like we could come and report back. Are you okay? I'm okay. Yeah. Are you good? Yes, I'm good. You know, I put it out again down there, GB. Thanks, JD. Yeah, we had no power and had no SOS mode only on my phone. Right. So I wanted to make certain people, I was like, let me know where you, because I'll come and find you, or I'll get someone to come and look for you if we can't find you. Okay. Don't make me go send the hound dogs on you. That's why I was like, I got to find if she's okay because um, we were going through the same shit 15, 20 minutes apart from each other. And I know exactly what happened in my community. They have Red Cross and stuff where I'm at. Fortunately, I did not get hit by the tornado. I was a mile away from the closest one that touched down, 1 mile away. That touchdown where I'm currently at, and that's just one of them. There was, I think, four that destroyed things, but they were a mile, 2 mile, and 3 miles away. But the closest one was 1 mile. And it was scary. Hi, Justice, for you. It's good to see you. Yeah, it was scary. Did you get it, GB? Wow, how many? That's so many tornadoes. I haven't received any emails at Little Dove. Double check you sent it to. Okay, GB Falk put her email again in there, Little Dove, for you, honey. So if you guys are trying to connect. All right. Well, guys, it's about going on 2 hours, so I better jump off here and see if I can do something else. There were a huge number of tornadoes, and I saw one that was massive. Let me tell you what, the one that I seen by here, I seen a video of it, SG, and I'm going to tell you what, that sucker was absolutely huge. Huge. I was like, whoa. Yep, devastating here. I can't get out to the island yet, but tomorrow they are supposed to let us out. Well, be careful when you go out there. I mean, I don't think they'll let everyone back out on the island until it's safe to do so. Not that things are going to be good, but safety wise, you know what I mean? You are sending trucks from, oh, yeah. JD, thank you for putting that information out there. Trucks from World Vision down to you guys with generators, food, baby food, formula, water, and camping gear. Please be sure to get help, all of you, including Lady K. Yes, there is World Vision coming down here with a lot of stuff. So make sure if you need help, get help, guys. Love you, Lady K. Truly, thank you for being you. I appreciate you so much. This woman is the real deal. Sub up. I thank you for that, honey. The one runaway truth. Okay, I put email in chat, GB. I appreciate that, Mom. I try to stay real to my convictions, and that's all one can do. When you're 50, honey, you're pretty much set in your ways, right? And we don't really have to prove much to anyone. We are who we are, and I try to be. I get a little carried away once and again, but I pull myself back in. All right, guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Stay safe on these streets this weekend. I'll probably see you in a chat somewhere. But until then, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Don't forget to give blood this weekend, maybe, okay? Think about it. Think about it. And if you do give blood, come on over when I go live again and let me know how your experience went, okay? And tell me if they got a gift card. Tell me what happened whenever you gave blood, okay? So I appreciate you all. I'm glad everyone's safe. And till next time, peace.
Ooh, yeah.